Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Now that the first quarter of 2022 is behind us, I wanted to share with you guys what I carry with me on a daily basis. I basically have two setups, one being my full load urban EDC and the other being my light carry urban EDC. For this video, we'll be looking specifically at my full load urban setup, and we'll link the light carry setup in the description below as well as at the end screen. Before we start, two quick notes. Firstly, this particular configuration is for my needs and my requirements and will probably be different from what you guys need for your EDC. Secondly, none of the products are gifted nor sponsored. Alright, let's jump right in. For the past 3 years, I've been using this BP20 backpack from Nitecore. But as you can clearly see, it is still looking fresh and ready for urban exploration. Constructed with 1000D nylon with smooth, snag-free zippers, the BP20 is really rugged and durable, yet weighs only 1.5 kilograms. It can be further lightened if you remove components that aren't needed, in my case, the waist strap and waterproof rain cover. There are compression straps to help strap down the backpack to make it even more compact, as well as webbing on both sides and a detachable mole system in the front. For morale patches and reflective strips, hook and loop spaces on both shoulder pads as well as the main body. By the way, if you're liking this Wanderlust with Hong Velcro patch, do check out my online shop and help support the channel. Link in the description, and a massive thank you in advance. Its 20-liter capacity is sufficient for all my daily carry gear, gadgets, and tools. Even my 16-inch MacBook Pro will fit nicely. It's also really well ventilated at the back, ideal for the hot and humid climate we have here in tropical Singapore. This small-sized lipstick-styled extendable lamp, the Nitecore LA10 CRI, is powered by a single AA battery and is one of my favorite flashlights. It has a magnetic end to easily attach to things such as the hood or side fenders of your car. It can also be used as a waving wand to guide traffic or to hang and suspend above you as a 360-degree floodlight. Rated IPX6 for its waterproof abilities, it has 4 modes of illumination, starting at the lowest with 9 lumens. Give it a quick twist and you'll instantly get 30 lumens, followed by its maximum 85 lumens output. And finally, a strobe function for emergencies, or if you're at a party and really want to stand out. The Gerber Recon Task is another flashlight I carry with me for a more tactical purpose. Thanks to a clever little twist bezel up top, it offers 4 output colors: red, green, blue, and white. Now this is not a bright flashlight because it was designed after all for stealthy use, and for me personally, I just keep it in red. There's also a pocket clip which can be useful for clipping onto the brim of your cap for hands-free action. What I consider to be the most versatile multi-tool from Gerber is the Gerber Center Drive. Excellent one-handed quick deploy for some of the main tools such as the needle nose pliers, wire cutter, and wire stripper. It is also spring-loaded for easier manipulation. On one side, a 1-thumb opening 3¼ inch fine edge blade made from 420HC stainless steel. And on the other side, a 1-thumb opening center axis bit driver. This set also comes with a complete suite of extra bits, but the one extra bit I keep on the multi-tool is a flathead and Phillips. Here inside there is a bottle opener, pry bar and nail puller, an AWL for when you need to make markings on wood before drilling or to punch holes in leather for stitching, a dual-sided file, fine on one side and coarse on the other side, a serrated blade, and finally a lanyard holder on the tool lock. This is without a doubt my absolute favorite multi-tool. Speaking of tools, on my right wrist, an obnoxious looking piece of jewelry that doubles down as a handy emergency multi-tool. Supposedly the world's first wearable multi-tool, this is the travel-friendly Leatherman Tread, which features up to 29 tools thanks to its customizable links. I'm not gonna lie, I have yet to use any of the tools on this bracelet simply because I always have a proper multi-tool with me. But in the case of an absolute emergency, I'm gonna say having this on me will be better than having nothing at all. Attached to the side of my Nitecore BP20 backpack is a hero clip, and is in my personal opinion one of the best engineered carabiners available. Thanks to its 360-degree swivel with pivoting joints, you can easily deploy this as a hook for your gear such as a bag, motorcycle helmets, or tools. You can of course also use this as a keychain. Don't be fooled by its size. This small variant is capable of hanging up to 22 kilograms of weight. On my left wrist for about 3 weeks now is the new 51mm Garmin Fenix 7X Solar Sapphire. It's an amazingly well-built, robust, and durable timepiece. But aside from just telling the time, it also provides deep insights into your physical condition, sleep quality, activity tracking, and a whole lot more. Thanks to its latest solar charging abilities, I've only had to charge this bad boy once in the past 17 days, which is freaking awesome. I have 2 short clips on this, which I'll link to the description and in the end screen playlist, so remember to check it out at the end of this video. I'm one of those guys who function better overall when I've got the right tunes streaming into my ears, and for an uncompromising audio experience, the beyerdynamic Lagoon ANC, probably the best wireless headphones on the market. With active noise cancelling and audio output that can be fine-tuned specifically to your ears, drowning out the rest of the world in these, amazing. I've made a detailed video on these beyerdynamic Lagoon ANC headphones, link in the description. So the main reason as to why I'll be carrying my full load setup instead of my light carry EDC setup is because of the need for computing power. I edit most of my videos, including the one you're watching right now, on the latest M1 MAX MacBook Pro. This is the larger 16-inch version, and boy oh boy does this pack a punch. Insanely fast and powerful, this monster renders 4K videos faster than you can say fast. It weighs about 2.2 kilograms, so it isn't light, but considering the efficiency and performance, well worth it. Just like some of the gear I've talked about earlier, I've got a detailed video on this machine, link in the description, so remember to check it out after this video. For portable power, I bring with me this 65-watt high-capacity 30,000 mAh power bank from Baseus. With its quick charging capabilities and 5 outlets, I can recharge all my gear such as my flashlights, cell phone, and even my laptop. While it may seem a bit of an overkill for EDC, there is really no such thing as having too much power, especially in this day and age. Personally, I have a really wide variety of fragrances at home and will usually choose the smell of the day depending on my mood. However, for the past few weeks, I've been deeply in love with the Ombre Nomade from Louis Vuitton. Thanks to its perfectly formulated blend of oud wood, benzoin tears, incense, and raspberry, it smells earthy, powerful, intoxicating, and almost legendary, if there was such a thing as a legendary smell. And if there were, it would be known as Ombre Nomade. I have about 36 pairs of shades at home. Yes, I love my eyewear, which are an especially important tool for not just looking good, but also to protect your eyes from the sun's glare and UV rays. Designed with the outdoors and vast oceans in mind, with a dash of classic and sporty vibes, these foldable shades from the Louis Vuitton America's Cup collection are one of my favorites. They're super stylish, weigh almost nothing, and did I mention foldable? I carry with me an extra mask, and my preferred option is this Featherweight sports mask from Under Armour. This super lightweight mask has a wire frame at the top so it could easily conform to your nose bridge, and is made from 3 different layers for maximum comfort and breathability. Do note that this is not a medical grade mask. If you've watched some of my outdoorsy videos, you may have noticed that I perspire like crazy, and replenishing that loss of water is really important. I take with me a simple 500ml insulated stainless steel water bottle from Oasis. It's an inexpensive option which I found online, costing me about 17 Singapore dollars. I prefer stainless steel options when I'm not looking to save weight, because they tend to be a little bit more sturdy than plastic bottles and are generally much easier to wash. I have of course slapped on one of my custom Wanderlust with Hong stickers. Do check out my online shop if you want to support the channel, link in the description. If there's one thing I absolutely hate, it'll be noisy, clanking, dangling keys. But thanks to Orbitkey, I don't have that issue. Made from high quality stainless steel and an extremely robust polycarbonate TPU, the Active Key Organizer 2.0 holds anywhere between 2 to 7 keys, depending on the thickness of your keys. They remain firmly in place, and thanks to the durable materials used in this organizer, works well as an additional grip. Communicating with the rest of the world, accessing emails and social media accounts is something that has defined our current generation. For me, the Samsung S21 Ultra has been an amazing telecommunications device, thanks to its blistering fast processing efficiencies and powerful cameras. To protect it, the only cell phone case I use and recommend is the Carbon Fiber Edition Monarch case from Urban Armour Gear. With a soft impact resistant core and edges, over the years I've developed a habit to not checking my phone even after I drop it. Wireless charging and NFC functions also work flawlessly despite its thick and bulky design. Its oversized buttons also offer an awesome tactile experience. I also keep some spare cash in the case for emergencies, because believe it or not, there are still places that don't accept digital payments for beer. In my backpack, I also carry with me a small foldable selfie stick with a tripod, because there have been times when I decided to go on a little adventure at the very last minute, and having this little setup with me allows me to use my phone to capture some shots. One of my recent ad hoc trips to Sembawang Beach, for example, was taken entirely from my phone with this setup. Despite all our modern day technology that allows us to have our credit cards and IDs stored in our cell phones, I still bring a wallet out with me. And for the past few months, I've been using this FST Waterproof Wallet designed for outdoor sports. Thanks to its nano water repellent coating, this single zipper wallet helps keep everything inside safe and dry. Inside, I keep some documents, cash, credit cards, and ID, as well as some first aid essentials such as band-aids, alcohol wipes, paracetamol, and health supplements. I also keep a spare SD and micro SD card just in case my phone or camera needs extra storage. Finally, along with all my other stuff in my full load EDC is a first aid kit. While I already have some basic stuff with me in my wallet, this pack also includes a pair of tweezers, mosquito repellent patches, an antiseptic solution spray, band-aids, alcohol wipes, a windproof lighter, Purell hand sanitizer, as well as a soft bristle dental brush. There we have it, my full load urban everyday carry. Again, as I've mentioned at the start of this video, depending on your line of work, where you live, the climate, and all those factors, your EDC would probably be a little different from mine. I just wanted to share with you guys what I've been carrying on a daily basis for the past couple of months. And not just because they're functional and practical for my needs, but also because I genuinely use them and I can tell you from personal experience that they're good. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and also feel free to tag me on Instagram because I would love to check out your EDC gear. Please also consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already done so. Well, that about wraps it up for this video. Thank you so much for joining me, and if you want to check out my light carry edition, click here. I'll see you guys here. Peace out.